Have you ever noticed that the loudest laughter sometimes hides the quietest emotions? For days, fans couldn't stop smiling as Jeon Jungkook and Seokjin were once again seen laughing, teasing each other and enjoying another playful backstage moment. It looked like just another day between two members who have shared countless unforgettable memories. But then, everything suddenly changed. As the laughter faded, one unexpected quiet moment caught ARMY completely off guard. There were no jokes, no words, and no performance, just a brief interaction that fans couldn't stop replaying. Why did this simple moment feel so different? What did ARMY notice that made thousands of people emotional almost instantly? Some believe it was nothing more than an ordinary backstage scene. Others think it quietly revealed a side of Jeon Jungkook and Seokjin's friendship that cameras rarely capture. Stay until the very end, because the smallest detail in this moment might completely change the way you see their bond. At first, it seemed like another ordinary backstage day. Jeon Jungkook laughed so hard that everyone around him couldn't help smiling. Seokjin answered every joke with the same playful energy that fans have loved for years. Staff members continued working in the background while the two effortlessly turned an ordinary waiting room into a place filled with laughter. For ARMY, moments like these have become familiar. Every time the cameras catch them together, there is almost always another playful exchange waiting to happen. A teasing comment, a spontaneous laugh, a reaction that only the two of them seem to understand. That is why many fans initially scrolled past these clips without thinking much about them. After all, this was simply Jeon Jungkook and Seokjin being themselves. Or so everyone believed. Then something unexpected happened. The laughter slowly disappeared. The conversation became quieter. For only a few seconds, the atmosphere changed completely. Jeon Jungkook stopped joking. Seokjin stopped laughing. Neither of them seemed aware that fans would later replay this exact moment over and over again. It wasn't dramatic. There were no emotional words, no grand gesture, no announcement. Yet somehow, those few silent seconds became more memorable than all the laughter that came before. As the photos and videos spread across social media, thousands of fans began analyzing every detail. Some focused on their expressions. Others noticed how naturally they remained close even when no one expected them to interact. Many pointed out that there was no need for conversation. The comfort between them seemed to speak louder than words ever could. Of course, no one outside that room knows exactly what they were thinking or feeling in that moment. Any interpretation remains speculation. But that uncertainty only made fans more curious. People began revisiting years of old content. Backstage clips, concert rehearsals, award show footage, documentary scenes. The more they looked back, the more they noticed a familiar pattern. Whenever schedules became exhausting, whenever pressure seemed overwhelming, there were countless quiet moments where Jeon Jungkook and Seokjin appeared completely at ease around each other. Not because they were trying to create memorable content. Not because cameras were following them. Simply because being together had become something natural over the years. Perhaps that is what touched so many people. The world usually celebrates the biggest moments. Standing ovations, award speeches, record-breaking performances. But friendships are rarely defined by those occasions. Instead, they are built through ordinary days. Shared jokes that nobody else understands. Comfortable silence after endless conversations. The simple feeling of knowing someone is nearby. That is exactly what many fans felt when they watched these backstage moments again. The laughter was entertaining, but the silence felt meaningful. It reminded people that genuine connections do not always need to be explained. Sometimes they exist in the smallest gestures that most people never notice. And perhaps that is why this moment continues to resonate with so many fans. Not because it revealed a hidden secret. Not because it confirmed a theory. But because it offered a brief glimpse of two people sharing what appeared to be a comfortable, familiar friendship after years of growing together. As more fans continued examining every frame, one tiny detail became the center of countless discussions. It wasn't obvious at first. Many viewers missed it completely. Yet once someone pointed it out, others found themselves returning to the video again and again, wondering if they had overlooked something important all along. Whether that small detail truly meant anything remains impossible to know. But the conversation it inspired proves just how deeply these everyday moments can connect with people around the world. And by the time you notice the final detail that everyone keeps discussing, you may understand why this simple backstage interaction became one of the most unforgettable moments between Jeon Jungkook and Seokjin. As the conversation continued, one thing became impossible to ignore. The more fans revisited these backstage clips, the less they focused on the laughter itself. Instead, they became fascinated by everything that happened in between. Those tiny pauses, those quiet glances, those ordinary seconds that most people would never think twice about. It almost felt as though the funniest moments were only part of a much bigger story. For years, Jeon Jungkook and Seokjin have shared countless unforgettable memories in front of millions of people. Fans have seen them joke during rehearsals, laugh through interviews, tease each other during concerts, turn even the most exhausting schedules into moments filled with happiness. Because of that, everyone expected another funny interaction. And they certainly delivered. The laughter came naturally. The smiles looked effortless. The atmosphere immediately became lighter whenever they were together. But after all the jokes ended, something quietly captured everyone's attention. Neither of them rushed away. Neither appeared eager to leave the moment behind. Instead, there was a brief silence that felt strangely comforting. Not awkward, not forced, just peaceful. Perhaps that is why so many people found themselves replaying the same few seconds again and again. Not searching for hidden meanings, not trying to uncover secrets, simply trying to understand why such a simple moment felt unexpectedly emotional. As discussions spread across fan communities, many longtime ARMY began reflecting on how much had changed over the years. Their stages had become bigger. Their achievements had reached unimaginable heights. Their responsibilities had grown heavier with every passing year. Yet whenever Jeon Jungkook and Seokjin shared the same space, there was still something remarkably familiar about the way they interacted. The years had changed many things, but they had not erased the ease with which they laughed together. That realization resonated with many fans. Because life rarely allows relationships to remain unchanged. People grow. Circumstances shift. Time creates distance. Yet sometimes, certain friendships continue to carry the same warmth despite everything changing around them. Maybe that is why these backstage moments felt different. They reminded people that genuine friendships are not measured by dramatic events. They are built through thousands of ordinary days that nobody else remembers. The jokes repeated countless times. The conversations nobody hears. The quiet support that never becomes a headline. As fans looked even closer, another detail caught their attention. It wasn't something spectacular. In fact, it was almost invisible. Whenever the laughter settled, neither Jeon Jungkook nor Seokjin seemed uncomfortable with the silence. There was no need to fill every second with conversation. No pressure to entertain. No expectation to create another memorable clip. They simply shared the same moment. And perhaps that was enough. That quiet comfort became the part people talked about the most. Not because it proved anything. Not because it confirmed any theory. But because it reminded people that some of the strongest friendships are expressed through ordinary moments rather than extraordinary ones. The more fans discussed these images, the more one question kept appearing. How many similar moments have happened over the years without anyone noticing? How many small conversations disappeared the moment the cameras turned away? How many quiet acts of support remained known only to the people who experienced them? Those questions may never have clear answers. And perhaps they were never meant to. Sometimes the mystery itself is what makes a memory meaningful. Sometimes not knowing every detail allows people to appreciate the moment for what it is instead of what they wish it to be. As this backstage interaction continued circulating across social media, it slowly became more than just another viral clip. For many fans, It became a reminder that behind every performance, every award, and every headline are ordinary moments that reveal a quieter side of life. A side where laughter fades into silence, where silence becomes comfort, and where comfort quietly tells a story that words never could. By the end, countless fans reached the same conclusion. The funniest part of this backstage moment may have made everyone smile, but it was the quiet ending that stayed in their hearts long after the laughter was over. And perhaps that is the one detail that transformed an ordinary backstage interaction into a memory that ARMY will continue talking about for years to come.